we'll see a team from the American, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Bears will put total leather to crank us up. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped. Team. So the Memphis Tigers offense will get the first swing of the game. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important to get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Turning it on! Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Breaks the tackle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Off play action. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Bears offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And, guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. It seems like every week defensive coordinators go in and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Might as well give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to throw, it's Robertson. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He rifles one deep down the middle.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
The Bears decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They missed a chance to put up 3 points the last time they had it, and now to try to get a score on this drive. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that 1st.
So now it's 2nd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to return it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Quarterback will keep it. Plows through the defense. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Quick completion on the out. Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. We saw it right there.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Just keep slinging it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On fourth down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The Bears trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. A first down run in the red zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Appalachian State. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hold and finds his man on the left. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lewis to throw. Got a man. It's Smith. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet involved.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Catch and stride inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, and not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drop.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. They'll give it to him again.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. They'll run the screen. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
And the Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They want to run this quarterback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On the move. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Calls his own number. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll take it himself. He's inside the 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. Set to kick this one away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Hauls it in. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Memphis.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Robertson. He spins that thing down the middle. Got his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for a deep man. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the
Oh, he's got some space. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And the Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got the first down and more. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Bears! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by just 1 over Appalachian State. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Thanks for the update on that with Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Memphis.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Give to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Makes the grab. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Might be changing the route. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Back to throw, it's Robertson. Quickly to the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Now on the move. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
That's a big key for this offense. Now you've got lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Using his feet. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
A run for the quarterback. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to pass, it's Robertson. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. They get to him as he throws.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Quarterback on the keeper. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Lewis to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The give to the back. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Handoff to the single back. Powers through the defender. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success in it.
Touchdown, Tiger! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, these guys are just on the same page. They rep this play in practice over and over and over for this exact type of situation. QB, there was no question where he was going with that football in that play.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 2 to Appalachian State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the air, it's Robertson. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt, when you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Bears will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
Defense looks like they're coming. Back to pass on second down. He's got him in the flat. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. Pressure coming. He's going to throw deep right side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. He might want another play. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. White going to attack through the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wilson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Brown.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Quarterback keeper. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. This quarterback part of their running game, able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. This is a designed run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. A designed run for the quarterback. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Now from inside the red zone. Immediately fires to the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. On the move. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
Offside. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Lewis wants to pass. Under fire. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering